What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, it does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So Baba has been really boring lately. This past month, you can see that back in December 1st, the price action closed at 122, and now for this month we closed at 118. So that's just a $4 loss. It's pretty much just sideways action, even though you can see that there was a move up, move down, and then a push up higher. So we're just pretty much right back where we started in early December. However, I think the downside risk is diminishing the lower and lower we go, just because Baba is not going to go down forever. That's what I believe. I think sooner or later we will see that reversal. You can see that there was this channel working lower, so that's why prices were slowly grinding down to retest that bottom one more time before we got that bounce. You can see, let me put a trend line right there. You can see that price action created a double bottom, which is pretty good. When you see prices create a double bottom, it's almost a reversal pattern, but it doesn't work out all the time if there's a trend working lower. But this trend is pretty weak, so we don't have to get a retest of the lows just because we had a break outside of it. So there's a possibility that we could see one more push down and get a triple bottom and retest these lows, especially since we did get rejected from the EMA just today. So normally you want to see follow through with this push up higher, which is very exciting. However, it looks like we just got rejected, so it's just a small rejection and it's inside this green bar, so it could just be a pause for another push up higher. I'm just letting you guys know, if we do start seeing lower prices, then we're going back to retest these lows at the 110 level. And if we don't, if we do get that second push up that I always thought we would, however, it looks like as the days progressed, it was less and less likely, but we could still probably get it because this low right here is higher than this one. And if we do get that second leg up, it's right at the 131 level, and it does make sense. I'll show you guys why on the weekly chart later, that we could see a push up higher to the 130s. Let me zoom out a little bit more. The long-term downtrend pattern is still in play at this moment, unfortunately. You can see that every time we come to the upper side of this channel, it sends prices lower, and every time it comes to the lower side of the channel, we find some type of support, which is good for the longs. But you can see that the major pattern is still down, and all this back here for December price action really doesn't look bullish at all. We want to see big moves, not sideways moves. So if I zoom in a little bit closer, you can see that we did get that bounce back here, and now we got that bounce again from that support side of the channel. So this looks pretty bullish, and it could be sending prices higher, maybe back to the resistance side of the channel. I mean, sooner or later prices will get there, maybe something like that to fill in this gap over here, and eventually maybe a breakout side of this channel, because we had a breakout side here. So I think there's a possibility we might see that, because whenever we're at the support side of the channel, it sends prices up. Same thing over here, you know, it sent prices up. And now we had a breakout side here, and then prices fell back inside the channel, bounced once here, and then bounced one more time here. So this could be the double test of the support side that could be sending prices higher than previously before. We could see a bigger rebound than we did here, just because we had a breakout side here. So I think that's what's gonna play out. If we don't continue sideways, there's a high probability we'll just be continuing sideways and find resistance at that 130 level. But if we don't, then we could see a bigger pullback, because that's just how the market works. If it's in a downtrend, we're going to see waves form. We're going to see retracements. So we haven't really seen a large retracement yet, and it's coming. I think the chances are increasing for it to be noticed. Let me show you guys one more thing before I show you guys the weekly chart. You can see that if we do get that second leg up and we find some type of support at the EMA, then that's what could lead to this uptrend. But you can see that before, every time prices got, let me remove the drawings real quick. So what I'm saying is we need to see prices not find resistance at the EMA. We need to find some type of support on the opposite side and then continue higher. We need to see something like that to happen. You can see that before, every time prices came to EMA, we could not hold it. It just sent prices lower. EMA is acting as resistance. Every time we get above the EMA, it just comes right back down. Before, back here in February, you can see that prices did get a bounce from the EMA, but it was just short-lived. And then eventually, this market could not sustain itself above the EMA ever since. So that's what we need to see happen to see a reversal pattern and be more excited about BABA. But as of right now, I think we're just going to be chopping sideways. It's a little boring, but you just got to hang in there. I think eventually it will all pay out. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So you can see that this week again was a doji candle bar, which is just indecision. You can see that the previous 2 weeks were also doji, so that's just prices went up, prices went down, but closed right in the middle. Prices went up, prices went down, closed right in the middle. And this week was no different. Prices went up, down, and closed right in the middle. So it's just in a range. Right now we're just moving sideways. You can see that if I put a range on here, you can see that it's being held right here. And we might just see some sideways action coming in the future weeks. It's just a little boring. Maybe the range could be a little larger. And it would make sense because that's where my measured move was, right at that like low 130. So we might see some bigger sideways action, maybe something like this develop. But as right now, nothing extremely bullish right now. We are congesting at a possible reversal area. Whenever we see the sideways action at a potential area of support, then we could see that reversal. But as right now, nothing really standing out to me that will send prices higher. But eventually I think we will see it. Maybe 2022 will be the year of BABA investors. You can see that this downtrend is still in play, so we need to start seeing some bullish signs develop on the chart. Right now it's just indecision. The market doesn't know if to take BABA up higher or lower, so at least it's not going lower. But I think sooner or later we'll see that large retracement outside of this channel. So that's pretty much all I have for BABA. I think in the short term we're probably just going to continue sideways. If not, maybe get that second leg up to the 130 level, and then from there we're going to have to see what the price does against the EMA. We need to see that type of support being developed before continuing higher. If we don't, then we'll probably drop down to the support side again at that 110 level. Looks like the buyers are defending the 110 level and the sellers are not letting BABA get above the, let's take a look again. Let me remove this. Yeah, it's not really letting BABA get above that 126 level. But eventually I think we're going to see a breakout, and it's possible that they just trap in shorts, do a fake breakout on the lower side, and then reverse it strongly to the upper side. That's just a little too far ahead. As right now in the short term, I think we just might see some sideways action develop. You see that previously there was a lot of sideways action here, and that's about from March to May, so that's 2 months. So we could just see 2-3 months of just sideways action. So it's just a little boring right now, but eventually we're going to start seeing some good moves coming. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.